Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a little bit of a rant video, but still kind of a long form podcast talk on, like, I guess being disagreeable or agreeable. Basically, I'm telling you what happened with Citibank today and yesterday. And Citibank I've had for years, like the better part of 2 decades, and they've always had that 24-hour thing where you can call and they'd have some guys in like India or the Philippines, and they'd try to help you work out your issues, and they do. It just takes some time, bit of a language barrier, hard to understand, but they had that, and they also, again, they just, I'm comfortable with them and just familiar. I'm a creature of habit, whatever. But as I sold some stock last week, I had to transfer them from the stock account to my the account where I transferred the funds from originally. Wrote myself a check from one business account to the other because I gave myself a loan, and then I go to buy the item. It was a Pokemon item that I was buying, and it said I didn't have enough funds in the account. And I look at the total was like 66,000. And I was like, okay, I should have like 50% more than that in there, and I did. I had like 98,000 or whatever, and it's like, okay, so there's wonder why I'm unable to pay. And I go to call Citibank, and again, it was at like 11:30 at night, and there's nothing there. They said like our office hours are this, and then just hung up on me. There was no option to speak to someone halfway across the world to do this. And I was thinking like, okay, well, I guess I have to take off work tomorrow, at least in the morning, and then I guess I have to go in there in person because they don't open until 10 o'clock. So I'm already frustrated. I'm already sleep deprived. I'm already like not in a good mood. And I recognize that I do this to myself. Like, okay, nobody told me to try to build two businesses at the same time while trying to launch a third and possibly doing a fourth thing with another thing. I'll get to that in another video. So no one told me to do this. Like, anything that I'm doing is self-inflicted. I'm doing it to myself, and it would make a lot of sense for me to kind of take a step back instead of doing 85 hours a week. Just do, okay, you know what, do 60. 30 and 30 is fine. Then you have a little more time for the girl that you're dating. Okay. And I might do that after this, but I go to the bank and it's like, hey, listen, I think her name was Dora. I was like, I'm trying to buy an item on eBay. It's not letting me. And, is there anything, can we like figure this out? I called eBay, and eBay said that the code said that there's insufficient funds. It's like, all right, it's impossible. And okay, so I go and we're there, and they say, okay, yeah, so there's a limit on your business debit card of $30,000. I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, like that's the code. Like, and I'll see if we can temporarily increase it so you can buy this. Like, okay, do that, but why is there a limit on my card? Like, that's my money. Like that's my money. It's my fucking money. I didn't say that. I was just like, but I was just getting really pissed thinking about the situation. I was very calm. And my friend Nicole thinks is like, oh well, they probably want to keep the money in the bank. And I was like, but conspiracy mind is going at this. Like, you're right. So I was like, all right, let's see if they and they couldn't extend the limit. I was like, what's the point of that? Like, and I'm a small business, so I tell her like, listen, I am like sperm of the sperm whale. Like, I've done 5-figure deals before, but I've never, there's some businesses that do millions of revenue a year. I only do a couple 100,000, for each business a year, you know, but this is only 10% of like revenue for the year. Why is it such a small limit on this? And so like, well, anything past that is just considered high risk. I was like, I'm the one. I'm here. I'm here right now. I'm telling you that this is like, it's me. There's no fraud. And it's like, well, we can't do it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was just like, I didn't say that. I was like, ma'am. And I was about to say like, okay, give me every cent in my account right now. I'm leaving, but then I realized, okay, I actually need this card, and I can't afford to do that. I don't have enough time. I was like, ma'am, what is the best course of action for me to be able to spend my own money for my own business on this card? what do I need to do? She said, well, we can't. Is there another way to pay? I was like, oh my fucking God. So finally, I get a hold of PWCC on email, and they say like, yeah, okay, so we're gonna have to, go to our page. There's an option for an ACH or a wire. I was like, okay, that's fine. And I go and I try to ACH it, and it's not letting the bank ACH it. I was like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. All right. So I was like, listen, you guys are paying the fucking wire fee. Like, you're doing this, and like I actually said, I'm getting really pissed at this point. And she's like, yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. And I felt bad because she's just trying to do her job. None of this is her fault. I was like, all right, thank you. I'm sorry. Like, I hope you know, like, not your fault, but I can't bank here anymore. Like, this is what, every time I want to make a purchase of $30,000 or more, I have to take off work, lose money there. Like, just messes up my whole day to come here and try to do it. Because you guys don't open until 10 o'clock and you don't have the Filipino people on the other end anymore, I guess due to cutbacks of coronavirus. And she's like, yeah. So I was like, what do you do for your rich clients? For like your clients that do like millions a month? You can't tell me they can't spend 1% of their monthly revenue on inventory? And she's like, yeah, well, we just don't have that issue. Like, what do I do if I buy a house? It's like, most people just use wires. Like, oh my God, which is fine. I get that. But so they cover the wire fee, and I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I'm going to go to Chase because the Citibank's rules. I tagged them in a post on Twitter, tagged them in a post on Facebook. They answered me finally with Twitter, and they called me, and they're like, yeah, Mr. Chavez, that's just a rule. We just, if you want to make a purchase ahead of time, you can give us a call. But I can only call during banking hours, and sometimes, like, again, they're probably crazy busy. I was in there for over an hour, and there was a line of people waiting after me. They're busy. Like, they do not answer the phone. They just do not. So, like, because they're busy, it's not like they're just being, like, lazy and they're, like, smoking weed in the back room, getting high at work. No, they're just busy. So, what, I have to go to a branch every time I want to make a purchase because I can't call them because they won't answer. So, same thing with emails. I'll email them, hey, is there any movement on this? Any movement on this? Nope, nothing. Not that they're saying no, they're not even responding. So this is a very, very, very poor work environment. They're understaffed. They just don't have money for certain things, I guess. But apparently Chase is much better, so I'm just going to probably move there. It's unfortunate because I have a history with Citibank. I have a safe deposit box at Citibank, which I guess I'll still keep, but yeah, no, that's very, very annoying. So anyway, this is just my video on that. Very, very frustrated with Citibank. I'm not going to bank with them anymore unless they call and say like, hey, let us, you can spend your money when you want to. Like, I don't know why that should even be a fucking question. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. There's a Patreon if you want to donate to my horrible day. I can't hear out of this ear. My equilibrium's off. I'm gonna die. All right, I love you guys. Bye.